Yo, what's up? It's Pac, P-A-K. Just dropping another video, another little blog and shit. Been having a lot of shit on my mind. Been going through a lot. I'm sure, nothing's new in this fucking world. I'm sure there's been a man before me who has went through it, who has had issues in their love life. The difference with me, though, I feel like personally, is that I believed in love and I love having someone to love. Or ain't nothing better having someone loving you. But with that being said, like, the number one thing you can do is love yourself and focus on the things that you can control. Everything else is really just a matter of time if it ends, and it's been almost 6 months now that I've been like really divorced. Like, my ex-wife left me for someone else, and I gotta say it's been life changing. I gotta say it was probably fate or destiny why God would allow this to happen for me. I feel like it's some kind of purpose. Like, even when I was a kid, I had to accept the fact that my father left and had another family, had a double life, and my mother, I'm sorry, my mother couldn't take it anymore, and she called it quits. And it was a complete opposite for me. My woman, I hate to badmouth to talk bad about it or say anything negative about my baby moms, because at the end of the day, I want her to strive. I want her to prosper. I want her to have everything, because I know in my mind that my kids will be okay. You know what I mean? So, and I'm trying my hardest to focus on my purpose, but I am hurting. I was going through a depression. I was going through hurt. And the great thing about it, though, is that I'm persevering, I'm prospering, and I feel different. Like, my mindset feels different. Um, my body's different. I'm taking care of myself. I'm focusing on myself. For a lot of years in time, I'm talking about 10 plus years. I had someone before myself, and I put someone before myself. See, I was willing to take a bullet for this woman. I was willing to look like a fool for my family. I was always optimistic and thinking someone could change, knowing that from the beginning, you know who this woman is. Some of the most hurtful things, though, is not from a woman. It's being put in a box or labeled as, like, that's who you are, because other people seen you, how you deal or how you were interacting with your woman, or love or feelings, emotions, whatever you was thinking, and that shit hurts the most. That shit hurts the most, especially when it's people you care about and they just assume or think you can't change, or think of you that you're a certain person or you're just that way. And to me, that's the worst, because you always gotta give someone a chance, man. Yeah, someone could do you bad 100 times, 100 times, but you'll remember that one time. It's like losing 100 times, but all you remember is that one time you win. It washes all those 100 times of losses, of L's that you took. So I wasn't trying to talk in here. I just been having a lot of shit in my mind, and like I said, I'm doing this shit so young guys, young boys could turn into men, because I feel like we're losing power. And the more we're invested in giving emotional time into these women, and you're chasing women, you're chasing pussy, you're just trying to fuck, like, you're wasting your time, bro. You're wasting your time. It's like Tony says, Scarface, the one and only. First you get the power, then you get the money, then you get respect, then you get bitches. You know what I mean? And I just want to establish that and get that across to all these young men out here, young boys who are 14, 15. Yeah, get the fucking, but don't get serious with no woman. Don't take no woman serious. You don't need no girl. Focus on yourself, your dreams, your life goals. You're only 15 once, bro. You're only 20 once, bro. And when you're young, your mind state is like you traveling up. You don't think things are gonna end. You don't think that shit's gonna change. You think everything's in your favor. Ain't nothing like youth. But I just gotta say, like, man, just stay focused. Stay focused. And I'm blessed. I'm blessed that it happened now, because it would have chewed me out later. At the same time, I feel like same thing. Me and my ex-wife were young, but differences with me is I did all my dirt when I was fucking 14 all the way to 18. I was 12 years old smoking weed. I tried beer when I was 9. I was in the street seeing fiends and seeing homeless people not wanting to go home because they on drugs, and they rather be on drugs than to go home and disappoint their family, disappoint their mother, their father, their kids, their siblings. And whatever it is you have to do to get through the day, you do that shit. Whatever it is, you have to express it. You have to take drugs. You just gotta focus on the balance, man. That's all. And the purpose of this video that I kind of started and recording and shit, I'm upset. Yeah, I get feelings. I get feelings every day. There's some days I feel sad. There's some days I feel depressed. There's some days where it's hard to bear. I don't even want to deal with nobody. And you just gotta cut that shit off. You gotta cut it off. You can't get stuck in your feelings. You just cannot do it. And this is coming from a man who was taught to show his feelings, was taught to, show your heart. Be real with who you are. Never change up. You cry. But now I'm playing the game. Now I'm aware. And I feel like I'm a red pill man now. I always been aware of a woman's behavior, but I thought it was some women, And the truth is, the majority of women are the players and we the tricks. If you a man that's paid for sex, you a trick. If you a man that's out there chasing for pussy, you a trick. The game was taught to us by a woman. You come out of a woman. So why the fuck we always trying to get back in a woman? It's 9 months, you in a belly, and you come out of a pussy. And most of the time, we spend most of our lives chasing pussy, just trying to fucking bust a nut. But the truth is, it's like, that shit ain't worth it, bro. If you a alpha and you think you the man, be the man. And you see these bitches come, bro. Like right now, I'm at a point in the state where it's like, it's just sad. Everybody, they just want to fuck with you. Either they benefiting from you, they cloud. Everybody got a situation, but they'll fuck with you on the side. It's like it's real hurtful, man. Like I was married the whole time before Facebook, before Instagram. Shit, when I got MySpace, me and my ex-wife decided to delete MySpace and not deal with none of that shit. And it helped, because at the end of our relationship, I was getting more insecure, more jealous, more in my feelings over a woman because of how she was making me feel. She was tired and bored, and honestly, in my opinion, I don't think she ever had her little hoe phase, or if there is one. But she never had a chance to experience life, to experience and go do whatever the fuck she wants, to be alone, and I wasn't alone growing up. I had my siblings, I had my family, but we was all living our lives. Like, the closest sibling to me is almost 10 years apart from me. So he was living his life while I was barely going through mine. And I learned a lot, and it made me defensive. It made me take shit personally, because when you're on the streets, you gotta survive, and you realize that people are kicking game subliminally. Someone might tell you something else, but they really mean something else. It's like a double-edged sword in the streets. You gotta be careful what you give, because you might take more. You know what I mean? But I'm here now, more with my fucking family. I got my kids. I'm blessed. It's another beautiful day. I was just thinking about my ex, and you know what? I had to stop. I had to stop myself. I had to say, you know what? I can't focus on the shit I can't control. I could only focus on myself and my mentality, my body, my spirit. So so to end this video, the main purpose is like just keep focused, bro. Keep focused. Keep working on your goals. Keep working on controlling your emotions, your mentality. Write the shit down. Do whatever you want to do. All we really have is one day in this life, bro. Cherish that moment, man. Cherish that moment. And I'm not all wise. I'm not trying to say that, I'm old enough spitting game, but I've been through a lot, bro, since I was 7 years old. Since I was 6 years old, I've seen so much shit that not even a 30-year-old probably seen in their life, you know? But with that being said, just focus up, youngsters, YGs, male or female. Just focus on your shit and stay tuned. Pat gonna bring a lot more content. Got more music. Check me out on Reverb, YouTube, whatever you doing. Just check me out. Alright, homie, take it easy. Ladies, be safe.